Good evening. How's everybody doing? Whoever's watching. This is Darthspoke with FedSuns, and Bravo's here with me, and we're going to give you guys a little walkthrough of the MWO Lobby.
And then we'll continue with our regularly scheduled drinking and mecking.
I'm holding off on the drinking until the mecking starts. So, down the bottom right corner of the screen is the address you want to use. It's MWOLobby.com. It's also up there in my address bar. You can see it there. When you get there, this is the page you will see first. Top, you got a login button, register, which you'll want to do the first time you come. We'll go over that in a minute. Get involved. We're looking for mods, people to help with league integration and moderation, and Tenbatsu would love to have some people help him do some programming. So
yes,
get
if
in
you know
touch.
C++ or Java programming or PHP, get in touch with Tenbatsu through the contact screen.
We got a donate button if you're feeling generous. Once you get going, Tenbatsu says here when you read it that he's totally prepared to take care of all the fees himself, but obviously everybody loves to get some money to help them deal with their costs. Nice little feature. Over here we got the Mech Lab button, and that does this. Takes you right to Smurfy in a separate window. So you're all set to go and build to your heart's content.
That was one of the suggestions that was given to Tenbatsu, and the guy is really fast. If you have any suggestions for updating, by all means, give it to Darth, myself, or send it directly to Tenbatsu. He's very quick about getting on top of things.
Yep, for sure. Everything we've found as bugs he's taken care of as quick as possible, which is usually within a day, which is a nice change of pace from a lot of places you deal with. Next thing we got is news, which is a little behind, but as we've said a couple times already, Tenbatsu's been busy since we've jumped all over this, trying to get the coding caught up and up to snuff, so we'll be ready for April 29th when private matches go live.
Private matches, and he has a very ambitious schedule of having an integrated league or ladder, competitive ladder for the 29th as well. I don't know if that's going to happen, but it'd be nice.
It'll be soon thereafter, I think. We're working on a lot of the rules and procedures now, and I'm thinking we're going to be from 1v1 right up to 12v12 game sizes. So the next thing we got to look at is the registration screen. So pretty straightforward. Email address, username, which generally defaults to be your email address, which is right there. Your password you pick, you confirm it. You can choose to have notifications sent to you, and then you hit register.
We do want to let you know that we are not affiliated with PGI. So we where you'd probably want to use your in-game screen name as your username just for ease of use of the lobby. That's great. The password, however, can be any password. It doesn't launch into the game right now or anything, so password doesn't matter.
Yeah, so that's probably what you would want to do if you were me. Your email address, your username that matches your in-game name. Like Bravo said, it doesn't draw any information from your game account. We're not connected to their servers in any way, so it's completely safe to use your name. Then you get, it's been a while since I registered. I believe you get a registration email.
You do get an activation email, which you need to click the link on just to show that you're not a bot.
Pretty straightforward for any site you register with. And then once that's done, you get to press the big button at the top, which takes you to your login. Then the login button becomes your lobbies button. And you slide over to the top of the Atlas's head and go into the inner sphere. In the future, we may end up having more lobbies as user load demands, or if we have to separate different match types into different rooms, if there's some that are really popular, then that's fine. But for now, it's going to be
Just
99 rooms of the inner sphere.
And he did say that it should take over 2,000 users, but we haven't had enough people log in yet to really test that limit yet. So log in, mingle, and We'll see if we can break it.
Yeah, so first thing you see is the windows are resizable to make yourself happy. If you want to see more rooms or less rooms and more of the chat, that's up to you. Basically, you get your full-time, always running real-time chat in the main lobby, which is everybody in the lobby can see what you say. Just like that, with a handy timestamp and your name, so they'll know who's talking to them. Then if you want to host a room, Bravo just jumped in one, I believe. Yes, he did. So you would hit the host button. I'll show you how that's all done when I take over, make a room in a second. Once someone's in a room, it'll say how many players there are of the 24 potential that are in there. You click on the info button, it'll tell you who's in there, and if they have any other information like that, any other info like that, you can have that show up on the info button as well as in the room 1 title bar. If I want to join, I just click join, and then I'm in Bravo's room.
The option for timestamps should default to timestamps being on. However, Darth will show you the options in the top right-hand corner to turn it on or off.
Yep, I'll do that right now while we're talking about it. So over here in the top right, you've got a log out button, and your username will be right beside it on the left. You click on that and you get your options. Most people aren't going to see moderator panel, obviously. You have your friends list, your basic options, and your profile. Profile, you go in there and you can pick your unit, and in the very near future, 10bats is going to have it coded so that you'll actually be able to put in your unit tag. So ours would be FS, and then that will show up on your username. So that if you change units, you can just go change your unit tag and it will change your username. You won't have to re-register or any of that. You just be able to do it on the fly. You can also pick your house affiliation, depending on who you're with. I would assume once clans come, we'll have the clans in there. Preferred weight class if you wish. Your preferred mech if you wish. And then you save. Profile's updated successfully. And you can close that window and move on to the next thing.
And I also wanted to show you in the main chat window there, once you leave the lobby, it'll actually have entry and exit notifications. So I went ahead and left and I came back and it shows that. So you know who's been here and who's gone. And that's the same for your rooms too.
Yep, it's a nice thing to see. So if you're just watching chat scroll by and somebody you know pops in, you'll see that little different message pop up. Next thing in the personal options would be your friends list. Pretty much, there's your friends. Oh, I can't remove a friend from here. That's unfortunate. You do have an ignored list, which I don't have anyone ignored yet. I should work on that.
To remove a friend, you have to open up a message and then the remove friend will be available there.
Gotcha. I see it there now. So that's your friends list. You can also remove a friend right off the right side friend list. You get options for that as well. You got view with their profile, send them a message, remove friend, or ignore. And just like that, Bravo's not my friend anymore.
I'm hurt.
Okay, you're my friend again.
Yay!
The other thing we can look at is your options, which at this point, not a whole lot, as we're going along and adding to them. Profanity filter, in case you got sensitive eyes, I guess. And display timestamps, you can turn that off. As Bravo said, it defaults to on. That's just so you'll know when someone chatted at you, so you realize that it was 5 seconds ago and not 5 hours ago. And people are starting to pile into the room. That's good to see. All right, so next thing I'm going to show you is hosting your own room. You're going to click on the host button. That pops up the room. You will show up as the host on the top right. Down bottom, you have launch, options, and leave. You're not going to leave, I don't imagine. So you go to options. You can pick your title. And a description. You can put whatever you want. You can pick the maximum number of players, which there's a typo we got to fix. There's not 2 S's in players. So you can go from 1 to 24 if you want to just have a room to yourself as if say you're recruiting and you just want to advertise, or I've been known to do it lately, advertising our stream time. Tonight I had one that said the stream was coming up tonight at 9 Eastern, and that was it. If you want to make the room private, you can pick a password, and when you hit apply, that will lock the room so that people need the password to get in. So once you hit apply, then you get to see what you put for your room title. It's now the FS Fun Time room. And Bravo misses you all as room info.
No, I don't.
No, he doesn't. He's pretty hateful. So then we're not going to probably in any reasonable amount of time be tied to the game enough to be able to launch a game from here. But once you do get a group of people together and you're all set up in game, ready to play, you're ready to launch the game, you can click launch here and it will say game in progress in the main lobby. Your name will gray out to say that you're playing on the players list, and that way everyone will know you're busy. Then when the game is done, you can hit return.
One of the really cool things that we see available to do with the lobby is with free private matches, according to Mr. Bullock, being available to have C-Bill and XP rewards, and everybody, including FedSuns, wanting to be able to have more than 4 players and less than 12. A lot of times we've only got 7 guys on, and we can't drop into a game together. So with the lobby, we could actually change the name of the room to looking for, if we had 7 players, looking for 17 more players for a free private match. And we could fill in the blanks with additional players and still be able to make C-Bills rewards, but have all of our players in one team or whatever. And that's something we've been really wanting for a long time.
Yeah, basically what you just said, I changed our room's title and info to basically make it look like that. With a spelling mistake. Free private mage.
Sweet.
That's the yeehaw coming out of me right there.
Mage. But, and then obviously with leagues or whatever, competitive ladders, we want to be able to have them use the lobby. And with the idea that we're floating for our competitive ladder, basically you can be looking for a 1v1 or a 2v2. And yes, the leaders of those groups for, premium private match would have to have premium time, but you could do bidding and set up the match parameters. You have chat here to be able to talk to them, whatever. And it's all available here. This is basically the MSN Gaming Zone from back in the 90s and early 2000s. It's amazing how close to that this is. I'm just blown away every time I look at it.
Yeah, right down to the ping bars beside people's names. I believe what Tim Batsu said is they refresh every 10 seconds. It doesn't matter as much now as it did back in the day on the zone, where you look at someone's ping and be like, yeah, he's like on the moon, because everybody's got a fairly decent ping these days. But it's just a nice little retro sort of a feeling thing, I guess.
Well, and not only that, but the game is all server side. So it's not their ping to the server you're worried about, it's your ping to the server. And obviously the MechWarrior Online lobby isn't where the game servers are either. So it's just for looks. Anyway.
Oh, well, was there anything else we need to bump here, Bravo?
I can't think of anything. Elle, you're here. What do you think, bud? Is there anything we're missing?
No.
A man of many words.
He's got a lot to say.
I think you covered everything.
Well, we do want to say that we want people in here. This is something that has been a big draw for me, is seeing this lobby. It's something I missed a lot from the zone back in the days of Mech 3, Mech 4, and I'm really excited. I want to start seeing a lot more people on here. We need to start building a community. It's something that this game's been missing.
On a side note, Did you notice the options you get as a room host, like when you just left click on a user's name? Because I
No.
don't know if they were there the other day, the last time I bothered hosting a room and playing with them.
Send message, make host, kick user.
Yeah, I made you the host. Now my only options are send message. That's nice.
That's the first time I've seen that.
Give me the host back again so I can make sure that's
Oh,
on
you got
the
it.
screen. So what I was just saying is, as the host of the room, you can click on a user that's in your room and either send them a message, make them a host, or give them the boot. L, don't take it personal. L just got the boot. Bravo, I'll just send a message. Yeah, well. Boo. And then Bravo may or may not reply. And he replies with a clever one, hi. All right. And then I'm going to make him the host again. That's nice. I don't know when he put that in, but I don't think it was there the last time I actually bothered clicking on users when I was hosting a room.
That had to be last night. It wasn't there yesterday.
That's a nice feature to have.
Now, if you do leave the room without designating someone else as a host, everyone's gone. It
Yep.
takes you right out of the room.
I think that's that. Hopefully in the near future, this total players list will be a lot higher than 7, and you might actually have to scroll that window to see people. We do have a lot more users now than we had a week ago, that's for sure. It's just getting everybody to actually use it. Because even now, before free private matches, we've had some good discussions with people in here in the open chat, just talking. And that's a big part of the community. You're not making a forum post and waiting to see if the guy replies to you or waiting for someone to say something. It's right there. I can say something to Splitpin right now, and as soon as he reads it, he'll answer me. Hopefully.
Well, he's from New Zealand. It's going to take a minute.
Well, you get the idea, though.